Oh man, I just saw some funny videos, guys. So listen, I am here, not ever trying to sell you anything on this channel, but I got to tell you, Lightband has sent me over this headlamp, LED light. You have to think of it in the premise of my channel. We talk about knives, we talk about blades, we talk about camping, being outdoors, going on hikes. So what I do on this channel is give you my mindset, give you my experience on certain products and certain knives. And this came my way and I really could not pass it up. I think this is absolutely perfect premise of basically going camping with this and being somewhat of an essential item that you would need with you in your essentials bag or in a bug out bag to have with you in an emergency situation. It's limitless to how important it can be to have that light and have your hands free to be able to do whatever you need to do, get to safety or whatever the case is. We're going to talk about all that, but we got to talk about headlamps, basically where they began. I mean, we're going back with headlamps back in the old mining days in like 1850 when they had like the oil wick caps. Then it went to like how those big ass halogen bulbs. You remember those mining helmets with those big ass lights on it with the batteries that you have to like carry with you. I mean, it was pretty insane, but that's really much technology where it was, and that's all they had. As technology progresses on, obviously then there was carbide lamps, and then now we have the age of having LED lamps. But even today, even with LED lamps, a lot of them are just cumbersome. They're uncomfortable to wear. The batteries don't last too long, or they don't give you the right batteries to come with it. And you want something a little bit more streamlined. So basically that's where this Lightband comes in. Now this particular Lightband is the Pro 2500 Lumen series. This is their best unit. I also have their more entry-level unit, which I'll show you at the end of this video. But this thing is incredibly comfortable. Now what I like about this unit is the fact that it comes with the biggest highlight for me, that it comes with this Lightband 3400 milliamp lithium battery. You can charge it right from the battery here, right here on the bottom. And then this plugs in, as you can see right here, it just attaches right here in the back of the cap, nice and snug right here. And this also acts as like a balancing beam because this thing is only about 8 ounces, which is amazing. On a low power setting, because this has 6 power settings, which I'll get to, on a low power setting, it'll last about 22 hours. And at its highest power setting, you're probably getting anywhere from between 6 to 8 hours, probably more along the 5-hour range at the worst case scenario, but 6 to 8 hours is more or less what they rate it as. What I would recommend is getting an extra battery, and then you're good to go. You're smooth sailing for whatever you need to use this for. This Lightband Pro 2500, it's 2500 lumens, which is pretty damn powerful. It's a LED headlamp, very comfortable when you wear it. It's got the Kelvin, which is the light temperature, is around 5,000 Kelvin, which is a very hot white light temperature. It has a 90 CRI. It's a scale to tell you how accurate a light can reproduce the real color of what is illuminated by the LED light compared to natural light. So being a score of 90 is actually pretty excellent. So anything for, close to 100 means that it's reproducing the light that illuminates as close as possible to natural light. So basically whatever this illuminates in layman's terms is going to be more true to life to whatever you're seeing. So it just makes everything clear, sharp, visible, and just you can't mistake in basically the quality of it. Now the great thing about this particular unit, other than the fact that it is their most powerful lamp, it has 6 modes and it also lasts a long time. You have the first mode, which is a high mode. Then you have a low mode, which is right there. Then you have a multi-beam. Okay, that's the low mode. This is the multi-beam, which you have also the spotlight here and the wide beam. Then you have the focus beam, which is the just this one light right over here. It's hard to see. Then you have the red, and this is great if you're bicycling or if you're jogging, to have that red light, or if you're changing a tire, which I'll get to. This comes in very, very handy to just as a warning that you're there and not to hit you and not to kill you. Then you have your flashing, which is kind of a warning light. This is also good if you're stuck in the woods and you want to alert people that where you are at all times. This is great because you could hold this thing backwards and be able to have it in back of you to wherever you are, and it'll flash to as far as where your location is, and it'll be just more of a visual thing. along with your voice to be able to be found. So this is also a great thing. And also, again, if you're changing a tire and you want to have a flashing light, that's a great thing to have as well. So again, it's got a 3400 milliamp lithium ion battery. It has the USB-C plug where you can plug into any type of plug to basically plug this thing in, or in your car, which is a great thing. A lot of people have USB jacks now in their car, and you could just plug this right into your jack and you could charge it as you're driving, or if you just need an extra boost, you just put your car on, give it a little boost, and you're good to go as well. The great thing about this unit is also that it is water resistant. So if you get caught in the rain or anything like that, it won't fail you. You can keep on going with it. It can fit over many different types of things. Now, I wear a baseball cap all the time, so this can go right over the baseball cap, fit snugly. I mean, it has adjustment bands, so you can change up the bands themselves to make it a little looser or tighter depending on your situation and your head size, and it'll fit right over your baseball cap and you're good to go. You have the press button there, and here you are as far as you like. You toggle through all the different types of settings. This is the multi-beam. Okay, this is the spotlight beam, which is excellent. The wide beam is about 210 degrees, so it actually has a really wide spectrum in terms of being able to, for you to see your whole spectrum of view, it'll be lit up. Now, if you want to do some close-up type of things, where if you just want to just spotlight the center of what you're doing, that's when you also use your center beam, which is about 300 feet to focus center beam, which let me try to get to that one. And that is pretty much your center beam if you want to just kind of do just a close-up type of thing. If you're an auto mechanic or something like that, you don't need a wide beam, you just want to focus on one thing, that's the center beam. But obviously when you put all the lights on, you have the wide beam and that center beam that's really going to reach up to 300 feet. And you're going to see basically, as I'm going hiking at night, you see how wide of a view it lit up, and also that center beam, how it's kind of just really just reaching around 300 feet in front of you. And the great thing is, guys, this thing doesn't bounce around. This thing stays very balanced and comfortable on your head. I actually had a couple people in my family try it, and they couldn't believe how absolutely comfortable it is, because a lot of these head gears, they just, they bounce around. I can go jump up and down, I could go jogging, I could go bicycling. This thing's not going to fall off my head. It's only 8 ounces. It stays snug, but very, very comfortable. Like, you forget that it's even on your head. So you have awesome light, wide spectrum of light, spotlight, different types of light settings, whatever you're doing, and you have use of your hands. That's the most important thing. A headlamp of this caliber is going to come in handy in so many different applications. Since I have it ready to go, if you're on a construction site, if you're a construction worker and you wear a hard hat, lighting is essential. It's essential to have good lighting and also have your hands in front of you, especially if you're an electrician on a construction site and you have a hard hat on. You need to be able to have light in front of you to work on switchboards, to work on breakout boxes, things like that, and have your hands always accessible to you and have the light focused to wherever you are. So here's a construction helmet. Now, the genius about this unit, and which is so well thought out, it comes with these little clips here, okay? Actually, it has 4 of them. All I need is 2 of them right now, but you can definitely get another 2 in the back. And these clips go onto the band itself and clip right, and they're made to clip right onto the hard hat. You can put another 2 and it'll secure it even more. And you can see here, put the hard hat on, and I have my light attached. I can do whatever I need to do. Have my hands available, have the hard hat, have the light there. It's not going to come off. It's not going to basically slide off. It's locked in with the pins in place. So if you're a construction worker, this will come in extremely handy. If you're a car mechanic, if you work underneath your car, if you work under the hood, having your hands available is essential. You need to have your hands available if you're an auto mechanic. If your car breaks down in the middle of the road, you're in the middle of the dark, you put this right onto your head and you have your hands available to you to basically look, you inspect your hood. Maybe you're overheating, you need to put some fluid in there, you need to have light on you. Maybe you're alone, maybe you don't have anybody helping you with a flashlight. This should always be in your car at all times for that reason. All right, so picture yourself in a situation like this. Basically, it's dark in the middle of the night, simulating this, of course. You're pulled off on the side of the road. You got to look under your hood. Maybe your car's overheating. You got to work on your engine or something like that. You're alone. You don't have anybody to hold your flashlight or anything like that. And you want to have both your hands to be able to do whatever you got to do. You take this, put it right over your head. and it fits, actually it stretches, so it fits comfortably over any headgear or anything that you have on to tackle whatever you got to tackle. You can see everything you need to look at. You're able to get to your hood. Again, at all times, you basically have both your hands on the car, okay, and be able to do whatever you need to do. You need to work on your battery, you need to work on whatever you need to work on in the car. You're overheating, you need to fill fluids, you need to have both your hands available. And with headgear like this, you're able to basically work on whatever you need to work on with the car and never have to worry about basically holding a flashlight. Your light goes wherever you need it to go. The obvious scenario is if you need to change a tire and it's, you know, pitch dark and you need to have both your hands to be able to, you know, hoist up the car and change your tire. It's always good to have both hands and have the headgear going wherever you need to go. Red light, so basically you could put this like in the back on the side of your head, turn it a little bit so it's facing the traffic, and you have a red light that's beaming against the traffic to know that you're there, so you don't get hit by a car if you happen to be changing your tire on the side of the road. So this red light option is great. You could go with the flashing light, which is something like this, which, you know, there's no car that's going to come by and not see that there's a cautionary, there's somebody here. Okay guys, and here is the main premise. If you happen to go hiking, you get stuck in the woods in the middle of the night, it's an emergency situation. There are so many things that could happen in the middle of the darkness in the woods like this, where you can't see what's in front of you. You can trip over a branch on the floor, you can trip over roots or whatever it is. There's so many things that can happen to you. You need to have your hands available. Use your knives, make shelter, get yourself into a safety situation, and at least you have light in front of you that you can see where you're going. You can see basically where you're stepping. You can see immediately in front of you. Also with a bright light, you can basically also scare away any animals, or at least you can see what animals are in front of you. See, if I didn't have this, I would have tripped over this branch. I wouldn't know I would have to step up. So it illuminates everything in front of you pretty well, so you know exactly what's going on. Peace of mind to know that you have light on your head right in front of you in the middle of the dark. And I'll show you a little bit before and after, with and without the light. This is with the light, this is without the light, and here is with the light. So you can see basically whatever's coming up in front of you. And you feel a lot safer to be able to get to where you need to go. You also have a lot of battery power. And I would say get extra batteries with this unit too. You have a good 3-4 hours to kind of get yourself into a good situation. And if you have an extra battery, you can definitely just pop that in. But I just feel like I'm perfectly secure being able to walk around in some dark woods and be able to navigate, be able to get myself into shelter, into a safer situation without tripping over everything that's in front of me, seeing any animals that might be attacking me. And a situation like this where it's a matter of survival, and having both your hands available to be able to, you know, manage, you know, a knife or something like that, just something in front of you. It's a difference between pretty much life or death. So this is definitely a necessity to have with you in your bag, because you need light, you know, you need light in the dark in order to survive. So other professions, guys, if you're a plumber, and all my plumbers out there, you guys know, okay, you need to have your hands free. You need to work under a sink in a dark area, and you need to have the light focused to where you're working, work on the pipes, work on you need to work on, and have that light with you at all times. And having something so comfortable that's going to fit over your headgear or your hats or your winter hats, whatever it is, and knowing it's adjustable and it's going to stay on your head, it's so damn important. Guys, if you're a runner, or you basically like to go hiking at night, you like to go running at night, or bicycling at night, you have many different modes here that you can change to, so know that you at least a warning that you're there to oncoming traffic. Basically just see where you're going, see where you're jogging. There's so many different factors that you can use this headgear if you like to do things at night, like jogging or bicycling. One warning about this light is, you know, when you have this thing at full power, because this thing is so bright, you're going to see stars probably about a minute after that. And I noted, I found that the hard way. So definitely be careful of your eyesight flashing this in the mirror into your eyes, because you're definitely going to see stars for a while. It's really that bright. If you work in a warehouse, warehouses can have a lot of shadows, a lot of dark corners. You need to be able to work with with your hands, pick up boxes, restock, work on heavy machinery, work on tractors, and just make sure that you have the proper light in front of you. So this is not only a light for emergencies, to have in a grab bag, to have in your car, to go hiking with as an essential piece of gear in your bag with you at all times. It's also something that can make it convenient for you to work and make you more productive. A dependable light that's going to last a long time, that's super as bright and has different functions to form to whatever the amount of light that you need for a certain task. There's many different models. I'll leave my associate's link to the product from Amazon. You can get it from Amazon. There's a couple different types of power models that you can go with. If you think the 2500 is too much for you, you need something a little bit more, I think there's a 900, 700. There's a couple different models that have varying prices. The cheapest model is this 300 lumens light. And I gotta tell you, this is still pretty damn bright. And I would say this is a great light for anyone who needs to have a little bit more light to be able to work with. And even if you want to do things around the house, if you're cleaning out a closet, you're cleaning out your attic or your basement, there's a lot of shadows, not too well lit areas, you want to have a good light, dependable light with you. This 300 lumens light is probably around 20 bucks, I think, on Amazon. It's very cheap. The only difference with this is it has the battery connector here, but it actually runs on AAA batteries as opposed to lithium battery. But I think you still get about 4 hours or 5 hours of usage on this. But this is pretty damn bright. I mean, this is actually the low setting, and that's the high setting. So you have enough light here that you could be able to have also that 210 degree wide spectrum of light, that you're able to do a lot of things out of the house or even just some small tasks. 20 bucks for this light, and it works really, really well if you don't want or need the Pro model or the 2500 with all the modes and the lithium batteries and all the 9 yards. I think that Liteband pretty much has you covered in terms of light. You have the most powerful model, you have your cheaper model, and you have a couple of models in between. I just feel like there's so many different types of applications of use with these lights, in terms of working with the lights, or in terms of hiking, or in terms of being ready for an emergency situation where you need to have your hands free to light your way and have you see what you're doing in a dark scenario. In terms of what headlamps are, I think this Liteband is excellent. Again, I'm not trying to sell it to you. My experience with it, I see the possibilities of endless of what you can do with it and how it can basically help you out in difficult situations. Checks all the boxes in terms of comfort, in terms of long use, well thought out design with all the modes and the wide spectrum of use on the 210 degrees. They thought about everything. I think this is a great option if you're looking for a headlamp, or if you weren't looking for one before and you fit one of those categories in terms of the work that I spoke about, or even other things that I haven't mentioned. And if you are a hiker, or if you like to go hiking, you like to go camping, oh man, this is a must. This will, without a doubt, I would recommend anyone to throw this in their grab bag, in their essentials bag, in their bug out bag, to know that you have this light with you at all times. Grab an extra battery with you, I think is recommended if you're looking to get this unit with the lithium batteries, to know that you are covered at all times. Fantastic unit, guys. Liteband, thank you for allowing me to take this for a test run. Impressed with it, very impressed with the quality. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Check out the links that I'm leaving in the description. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I appreciate you guys watching till the end. If you guys did watch to the end, put a red heart at the end of the video so I know who basically made it to this point. This is my mindset on the Liteband 2500 lumens and all the models from Liteband headgear. Good job, guys.